we've got a very special guests in studio. Tukona guests. On my grind, iko karibu kwanza na nataka pay attention. Kama hujachukua karatasi na kalamu, this is the time. So as we did every single day, of course, we always have a guest. We can talk about their grind. And today, I want to talk to you about this guests we have in studio. Are you ready? So what a man can do, so can a woman. Hammers, drills, screws, saws. They're not tools you typically find in a woman's possession. But why not? We live in a society where women were praised for their fragility and for their need for men to hammer things into place for them, literally. My next two guests have gone against convention and set out to dispel the notion that women can't do handiwork. In studio, we have two ladies from White Bull, a made in Kenya brand that uses timber, leather to create pieces like bookshelves, toilet roll holders, and even magazine racks. Please make welcome Ruth Lele,
hello,
who is the founder, and Judith, her product designer.
Hi.
Hey, ladies.
Hey. Hi.
All right, welcome to the show. I've been looking forward to having this conversation. Brian, I'm going to tell you why this ladies are in studio. Ukiingia kwa nyumba yangu sahi.
Ndio.
Wewe ukiona zile shelves niko nazo, utafikiri umetoka as in basically nili bypass corona nikapitia Stato nikachukua shelves nikaleta. Some amazing shelves.
Noma pa.
Noma.
Utanisendia mapicha.
Si ndio hawa wanaweza kukutengenezea.
Stay with the reggae rhythm. It's the inspiration sent from the king.
In studio, we're talking White Bull. And like I told you, we've got Ruth and Judith in studio. Hey, ladies.
Hey, hi.
I love the shelves that you put up in my house. They're beautiful. And we're going to post some of the work that they do so that you get to see what ladies can do. And especially ladies when you're on Niskia Leo. Don't be those babes who are just going for the other jobs. There's so many amazing places that we can fill. And that's why Ruth and Judith are in studio. So Ruth, I'm going to start with you because you're the founder of White Bull. Yeah. At what point did you know you were going to start White Bull?
So I started in 2017. I was in between jobs at that time. So I've always loved working with
What
my
does in between jobs mean? Ulikuwa hauna job?
I had resigned from my previous job. I was offered a job in another country, but the visa didn't come through. So I was in a sort of limbo where I was deciding what to do. And I decided it was a good time as any to start something of my own.
Yeah.
And I've always loved working with my hands. I've always loved leather. I knew I wanted to work with leather. But I wanted to bring a different dimension to it because people make bags and belts and shoes. So I decided I want to do something different, and that's how it was born.
How come you could decide kuwa cobbler?
I wanted to design for space because I'm an architect by training. I'm drawn to interiors. Yeah, making spaces beautiful. So, and you wanted to create products that make spaces beautiful.
Because when Brayo, mtu akikwambia sasa hii ni architect, unamuuliza umejenga nyumba ngapi?
Ndio.
Si ndio?
Na hii nyumba hii standard group unaweza jenga kama hii copy paste.
But then architecture is not only about building homes, it's about building structures. And so what was your plan when you were doing architecture?
So my plan was actually to continue in my 8 to 5 job and keep growing in the career, the regular career path. But now when this happened, I decided I might as well start something of my own. Like it was a good time to try. I didn't see any other time I would get a good opportunity to like that to try. Yeah.
And I mean, you in school, it was architecture.
Yes.
Which is, like if you're going to get a job, chances are these are the things that you were going to be building.
Exactly.
How did then you decide, okay, I want to design for the things that are inside, structures?
So I've always been drawn to interiors and then I've always been drawn to working with my hands, which means creating something tangible, that I can see, I can use. So I decided then the best thing to do is to design products for interiors. Yeah. So that's where those two merged.
Hey.
Yeah.
Judith.
Yes.
What did you study? How did the two of you meet?
Funny story actually. So I work with Nairobi Design Week actually. So I learned about her from Nairobi Design Week. So I was also in between jobs at the time. So I just sent her an email. So it was a time when no one was replying to my emails. I'd been sending emails to Rift Valley Leather, to all these big leather companies because I've studied product design in Nairobi University.
With leather?
Yes, with leather.
Okay.
So no one was coming through with anything.
Ulitumia butter?
Guy, nilitumia kila mahali. I mean, no one was coming through, and she replied to me, and we met up, and she was super kind enough to give me an internship. So for 1 month, I worked under her, and I learned so much that I didn't even learn from school. So working with my hands, how to work with leather, glue, use rivets, like that was mind blowing for me, because all I did in school was design. I didn't really have the skill to make. So she taught me that for like a whole month. Then I went back to school, finished my degree, graduated, and then joined her again.
Wow. Hey, Brian. Wewe hata unajua kuchange light bulb?
Stay with the reggae rhythm. It's the inspiration sent from the king.
All right, in studio, we're talking to two ladies who are doing some amazing stuff. Now, I want you to go onto Instagram. You guys are on Instagram, yeah?
Yes,
the account is, what is the account?
whitebull_KE.
And so, do you get people who discriminate against you because you're ladies? Because, you know, like if I'm changing, say, if I wanted shelves done, and, you know, I'm thinking I want the person who has experience, and then I see the two of you, I'll be like, do you know how to hammer? Do you get people who treat you like that?
I think Judith will take this one.
Okay, so this one time we are going to a client's house. Ruth is one of the most on-time people.
Yes.
So of course, tumefika hapo on time. We're waiting outside. So we knock on the door, and this house help opens the door. And then she asks, who are you? So we tell her, we are coming here to put up some shelves. So she looks at us, is like, no, wrong house. This is the wrong house. So she tells us to go check upstairs. So we're like, no, tumeambiwa house number ni number 5. So of course we're at the right place. So this lady goes like, no, I'm not letting you guys in, because mi niliambiwa mafundi wanakuja, and I'm expecting 2 men.
Yeah.
So to go, wow, okay, what's happening? So we call the lady and we tell her, your house help is not allowing us to get in because she's expecting some men.
Yeah.
Tuko hapo tumengoja 15 minutes for this lady to come, so that we allowed in.
Wow.
Because for sure.
Because you know
Alikata.
you're not Brian, have you ever seen ladies doing, you know, handiwork?
Hapana.
Yeah.
Hata ukidrive hapa Ngong Road, kila place imejaa tu wanaume, na wanawake wenye wako hapo ndo the owners of those businesses.
So I want to ask you, I mean, your work speaks for itself. Like, your work is amazing. I saw it on Patricia Kihora's page, and I was like, okay, I'm you know, I don't want to argue, I just want to try it out. How did you get your first customer? Because, you know, your work now speaks for itself, but how did you get the first customer?
The first customer, believe it or not, was my previous boss.
How were you able to even convince him to do anything? Yeah, him or her.
So we still work together on a couple of projects. He's always been very supportive of whatever skills you have outside of your regular 9-to-5 work. He's very supportive of that. So that's when I had the idea. Of course, I went back to him and I told him what I'm up to, and he was very interested. He bought the first thing.
And what was the first thing you made?
It was a little leather bin that he uses now to keep his golf balls. But it was something multi-purpose, so you could use it for books, you could use it for your trinkets, anything.
Okay.
Do you have customers who, you know, who ask for things that you don't have in your portfolio?
Yes, we do. We do. So we do custom orders depending on what it is, of course, and our workload at that time. But we're always excited to see what people are thinking we can do, because sometimes we don't even see that for ourselves, but we get the ideas. We try to keep our mind open to get ideas from what other people are thinking.
Working with wood and saws is very dangerous. You know, like cutting wood. Is it a hazardous job?
So what we actually do is we work with the leather itself. So the elements of our work that you see that are wood or metal, we normally outsource that. So we have fundis that we work with specifically for the wood and the metal bit. Then now we come in and
do the installation,
do the leather, and meet the clients, do the installations.
But you still do that. I mean, as much as the guys doing the cutting the wood, you're the ones who are doing the drilling.
Yeah, exactly.
And in terms of now inspiration, when you want to make something that's very unique, let's say hii ni ya Kwambox, then Brayo nitavunja kidogo katikati. Where do you get inspiration from to create something that's unique?
So we're always trying to create products for space. So we look at what challenges people have when it comes to space. So a big challenge, of course, is storage. That's why the shelves are so popular.
Yeah.
Because
Okay.
I mean, there's never enough storage in your bathroom, in your kitchen, things like that. So we're trying to make things that are beautiful, but that also address real issues that people are facing in their everyday spaces. Yeah.
And when I called them, I thought this installation would, mazinda katu the whole day. Hata nilikuwa nina plan cancel kila kitu yenye nilikuwa nafanya in the day. But literally within 1 hour, they had installed 7 shelves. And what are these ones called?
The picture
ledges,
the mirror as well.
Mirror. Oh, you should see this mirror. They did this amazing mirror, mazepa. Kidogo hata nitake throw bash. Unajua zile vitu zinakapua kwa nyumba paka unasema, "Hey, watu lazima waone kitu." So, aside from, inspiration, where do you see this business growing? Because, when you look at someone like Ingvar Kamprad, who was the founder of IKEA, he started like you guys. And now, 50 years later, IKEA is one of the biggest furniture brands in the world. What are you seeing?
I see us having our own huge manufacturing workshop. I see us in retail. I see us working with interior designers to create custom pieces for custom projects. Yeah, I see us supplying the continent. Yeah, because we're really passionate that Africans should enjoy beautiful things in their houses.
Yeah. And leather, to be honest, every single time you see leather being used, for Africans, it's shoes, belts, just
Exactly.
it's doing something. It's doing something. It's not an ornament. But then when you look at the people who actually use leather, they end up being high-end products. So when I saw your products, I was like, hey, will I be able to afford? And then I called you guys. And then you sent me the quotation. And I was like, wow. So we're going to come back and talk. Remember, White Bull, the ladies from White Bull are in studio with us. We've got Ruth and Judith. Any questions you've got, you can call us up. 0719012700.
Stay with the reggae rhythm. It's the inspiration sent from the king.
20 minutes to 10 a.m. And of course, we're still on my grind. And these two ladies in studio, Judith and Ruth, have an amazing story. They set up, they both work at White Bull. And White Bull does some amazing pieces. Brian, umeona hiyo page yao?
Ndio.
Unaonaje?
Vitu safi maze, mimi nataka hizi ma shelves. Niache kuweka TP juu ya choo. At least niweke ikae beautiful. Then historia unaona ukiingia kwa ma washroom za machali. Masabuni zimejaja tu hapo mahali.
Yeah.
Ni kama earthquake ili happen.
They came and sorted it out for me.
Before na presentable kabisa.
They came and put everything nicely for me. So even your house can be looking bigly. What is the design process? What is the design process? Because you're working with leather. It's not that unachukua tu unakatakata.
Okay, so from what I've learned so far, the design process is you have to have the design in mind. So we have to come up with the idea to begin with. Then we have to prototype. So prototype means coming up with several different ones that have failed, some that work out. Then we look at it and we're like, this looks like it would work. This doesn't look like it would work. So prototyping is one of the biggest and longest process we have. Then once the product is perfect and we are happy with it, we now go into production. So production involves cutting the leather and assembling. So we have to screw into the wood, and measuring is a big part of our process. I've learned if you go off by 1 centimeter, my friend, that thing will look so bad. So measuring and accuracy is a big part of our process. And also we listen to ideas from different people before we come up with designs. Someone would be like, I need something on this space. What do you guys think we can do here? So that also brings in the inspiration, and looking at also other people's works is a big source of inspiration for our work. Yeah,
I like it. I mean, I just gave you 5 thumbs up when I saw this business. But there's someone who's listening to us right now and they're like, okay, how did you even get inspired to work with leather? I know you started in architecture and you saw leather as a medium that you can use. You went to school and you were like, I want to learn how to leather it up. What happened?
University of Nairobi is big on design. Like I think it's one of the biggest design schools.
Yeah.
So because KU is fine arts, design nakuanga University of Nairobi.
Yeah.
So what you learn there, you pick an inspiration, like an African inspiration. Then from there, design something from that can now be used in different mediums, like ceramics, which is clay, or leather, or jewelry. But leather is such an amazing product. Like the leather itself is super easy to use. It's locally made, so you don't have to go sourcing it somewhere else. And it's a product that people, I don't think we have valued it as Kenyans, because we're always exporting wet blue leather, which is wrong. Instead of us exporting finished pieces, we're not valuing our own stuff. Nangombe ziko mingi. We have a lot of cows, and these hides are beautiful things that create such amazing pieces. So leather was a bonus for me. Like, I really wanted to work with leather the moment I heard of a leather class.
Okay. I'm loving this conversation. Judith, Ruth, when you're looking at where White Bull is right now, and when you started it, what would you say?
I did not think we would even be where we are, because when we started, it was more of, it's something I had always wanted to do, but I kept my mind open. I knew, starting businesses in Kenya, you hear all these stories. But I was like, you know what, the thing I am going to do at this moment, I'll do it the best way I can do it and just take it from there. So I just took it step by step. So it's amazing to see how far we've come, and now I can really see where we're going.
If there's someone who's listening to you and says, okay, I want to come and see what it is that they have, maybe come meet you at the workshop. Where is your workshop?
We're based at Kuona Arts Center, which is off Dennis Pitt Road, in Kilimani. So we're usually there every single day of the week.
Even on Sunday?
Okay, except Sunday.
And Saturday?
Saturday we're usually there on Saturday as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Instagram, how can people see? Because Brian over here is just going gaga on your Instagram.
Mazee nikuwa ready kumuuliza watu wanawezaje kuona hizi mavitu tamu hata mimi niseme nataka kama hiyo ya Kwambox, lakini nipatie na
color pink. Kwambox. That's why I don't want to take a picture. I don't want someone to do the exact same thing.
Exactly.
Chagua yako.
Nataka exactly kaya Kwambox but color green.
Where?
We're on Facebook and Instagram, whitebull_KE.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, ladies, thank you so much. But before you go, I want to ask you one more question. What is the biggest lesson so far?
For me, I think just start with what you have. Sometimes you think you need all these different things to start something, but if you look around, you probably have access to some things that you can use, you can be resourceful about. Yeah, so just start with what you have. Just start. Judith?
My biggest lesson is shoot your shot. My friend, I didn't think I'd ever be working for White Bull, but I went online, sent an email, it came back, and right now I'm working for the most amazing company, and I have the most amazing boss.
Well,
hey.
Shoot your shot.
Ruth.
To end month, no most amazing boss.
Brian, what do you got to say about working at Vibes Radio?
Most amazing boss.
Stay with the reggae rhythm. It's the inspiration sent from the king.